Hello again. In the last week or two, the United States has changed the regime in Venezuela, faced down the Russian Navy and dared them to intervene when the Americans boarded an oil tanker, reiterated their intention to occupy Greenland, and threatened to use armed force against Iran. The world order is changing with dizzying rapidity. And those of us who wish to see America lead the Western world are left gaping with admiration that at last there is a man in the White House who says that he will act and then goes ahead and acts. This is, of course, the real objection which all those lily-livered liberals and left-wing fellow travellers have against President Trump. They do not like to see a man who is determined to make the United States a force to be reckoned with once more, somebody who follows through on what he says. One of the things which the president recently said was that he would not stand by if peaceful protesters in Iran were killed by the regime. Well, it is happening, and the scale of the protests in Iran is such that there is talk of Ayatollah Khomeini fleeing to a safer part of the country where the Iranian Revolutionary Guards can protect him. It is beginning to look as though the leaders of Iran might be about to be toppled. But I can see that the Americans might well wish to lend a hand in such a case. If the Islamic Republic falls, then the Middle East will become a very different place, and American involvement there would be a welcome sign that militant Islam was being driven back, together, of course, with Russian influence in the area. As I say, it's looking as though the world is being remodeled in front of our very eyes. And it is little wonder that many people are uneasy or bewildered by what is happening. We have become used to a weak and enfeebled America under people like Obama and Joe Biden, and there was even talk of the beginning of the end of America as a world power. Not anymore. From the equator to the Arctic Circle, there is now a president who is going to be driving back Chinese and Russian influence and also taking the time to give a bloody nose to the menace of Islamism. At the same time, he has halted the invasion of his nation from Latin America and is now removing illegal immigrants and deporting them. We must hope that President Trump's example will galvanize people in the United Kingdom and also in mainland Europe to have fresh confidence in confronting their enemies and clearing out some of the damaging dogmas and people who preach them and bringing about renewal of their nations.